proactiveness of Sadistic Gods, however, is one of the things that can make them potentially a threat.
Yeah, my big question here is, there you go. My big question is, it would be very hard if they choose the Esmeralda right now. You don't necessarily catch a Cho. Yes, Cho has the shield from the Shunpo. But again, this is very mobile, much more mobile compared to the Esmeralda. I don't really want to just face the Khufra head on into the front line, because despite you getting the shield of the Khufra as well, or absorbing some shield from the Khufra as well, you still receive the crowd control. So I think the Esmeralda is a bit tricky. But I love this. I love the Hylos pick. The idea on the Hylos pick, it's you can easily tag, right? You can easily move forward or backward just because of that glorious pathway. So you're able to actually pressure out at least the PNK from the side here of Sadistic Gods.
Yes, it also adds mobility, especially to the people or to the teammates that will be going into the Hylos' aid because of that ult, like you mentioned. So going into the second phase of the bans, let's see. Because both sides of the team needs a very good core damager, so it's really expected that they would ban out, I guess, a burst.
Yeah, there's an option actually to choose. We are still looking into the bans, but there's an option to choose. There we go. The Angela. The Angela. Actually, I was thinking the Selena, but at least the Selena to be open. They're now deciding to hover towards the Esmeralda and hide one of their supports. This is gonna be a side lane Esmeralda. But the problem here about SINAG Pilipinas is they're still trying to guess what will be the main funnel here of Sadistic Gods. I'm not so sure if they can really easily choose the lane, but maybe they can still. There we go. They're going to be hovering towards the Selena as we guess. Yeah, because I think that's more stable. Esmeralda is too revealing. They could just choose the They could just choose the Esmeralda on the fifth pick, and Selena and PNK is too much to control. Shoutouts to Butao Nation, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, and also because of the Angela getting banned, you might choose a carry here. Oh, they're gonna go for the play. Okay.
Interesting, because I was expecting that they could have hovered up at least a carry because okay, sure, Papa and Koopa can be used as a marksman, but in terms of follow-up damage, I think that is kind of a lackluster for Sadistic Gods if they are not going to choose any marksman, but they will be sticking to a Lunox pick, so pretty interesting. I'd like to see if this could work.
Yes, now they can choose Esmeralda because they've chosen a Freya onto the other side. It makes sense for now.
Yes,
I think SINAG Pilipinas has been itching to use this hero anyway.
It's been hovered twice.
Yeah, actually, this is the third time they've hovered it twice, and still not choose it. I think that this easily goes towards an Esmeralda. I'm actually curious about the Lunox here. They're trying to rely on the Lunox orb. Wow! Ooh. That is the surprise. Didn't expect that. There is
honestly, I'm more comfortable with the Starizla pick right here because it has the ability to deny out this Luna. And speaking of our game, this is the game number 1 between Sadistic Gods and SINAG Pilipinas.
All troops deployed.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, into our game again already. This is a best of 3 series, so this is just the game 1. But the biggest part for this would be the consideration that this is an elimination match already, right? A lower bracket match. So you'd be expecting, if you are playing in...
Right now, I think they will just really stick to scaling first.
Yeah, well, they're trying to torch back onto jumps, but we know how the the X-Board can easily roll out much when the Firaga armor has been expired. And now they're fighting here towards the Scuttler. I'm still not sure if this will translate into any kill, but Kronos is here. That's gonna be the problem.
A Flicker will be forced out to actually go and aid Jams right here, enough to go to that tower to safety. But again, 4 members of SINAG is going to be onto this blue buff, really attempting to get this steal of denying the buffs. But again, going back, the rage will be used by Jeps and forces to actually hop his way to safety, but it is not enough. The Terizla will be inflicting the damage, going for that kill. Again, an aggressive tower dive by SINAG. They are not yet over, as Popol Kupa will be having a kill for himself. But up to what cost? Solju here will be cornered down, and Freya will be having that kill.
2-4-3, ladies and gentlemen, a 200 gold lead established here by the members of SINAG Pilipinas. It's not really much, but what is established is the pressure in the mid. A clear message of how much SINAG Pilipinas is very willing to take fights as early as level 3. That's not even a level 4 fight. As early as level 3, like I said, Cronus here jumping towards the mid lane. I'd be expecting that with this kind of playstyle, especially when Koray is getting closer and closer to his ultimate, the Glorious Pathway, they would not hesitate to initiate more fights, even tower dives like earlier.
True, because in terms of early game potential, SINAG has the upper hand. They have assassins up on their sleeve, and we know that as early as this, it has a potential one-up for them. But again, it depends because on the way how it's executed. And speaking of that, Cronus here just really abusing that low HP Popolukuka.
Yeah, and this is the Ling. I mean, just look at how easily the Ling can switch between links. Yeah, stop, look, and listen. Just jump over the ledges there, and he will be on another part of the map. The Kufra here gets greeted.
Okay, the arrow is in a very on-point shot, forces to bounce his back to the towers again. And like I mentioned, in terms really of assassination and invades, and of course the early game aggression, SINAG has the upper hand, and it's showing.
Oh my. Yeah,
okay.
Turtle resurrecting.
Okay,
yeah, yeah, they got crazy here onto the mid lane side, ladies and gentlemen. Members of SINAG Pilipinas already converging. Arrow connected towards Jabs. They have to fall back. Well, Solo into the front line. Jabs tried to get a timing here for his Jit. Could do multiple knock up, not channeling that, but the trap with the arrow package into it. Gets the burst against the Lunox.
Okay, it's not it over because look at here, the very corner. Freya gets a kill for himself. Tempest Blaze will be used to annihilate the members of Sadistic Gods right here. Freya on the upper hand manages to get onto the high-lows. Last Insanity will be used again for this cleanup right here. But the Freya will be getting a triple kill for himself. But the X-Borg here in a very timely manner, let's say in a police manner.
In a police manner.
Yeah, to go for that follow.
With guns literally blazing, ladies and gentlemen. Blue fire. I got Denver here. A very, very nicely done Last Insanity to get executed. Let's clean up for that fight. I just want to mention though that, yep, it was kind of messy. It was a bit worse for the side of SINAG Pilipinas, but they still got the better end of the deal, especially in layering of skills and especially in backing up. At least get that kill advantage against Sadistic Gods. Take note that it's not just a kill advantage. Actually, they're now sitting at around 1,800 gold lead. Seeing through the items, you are going to be seeing some component items getting closer and closer to be full for the side here of SINAG Pilipinas with the wings already available as well for, that is actually a component item for the Terisla. But yeah, lots of, we are still not there at the 5-minute mark or 6-minute mark for the first core items of each team. And they are very much willing to take fights like this.
Like this indeed, Dash will be onto a low HP again, will be picked off by the members of SINAG. Brilliance will be used Tempest Blaze on a timely manner to go and kill this Lunox. And I just have to say, SINAG Pilipinas, sure, they have this aggression, but they also have to be careful in terms of shot calling because the messy fight earlier was really risky. And
yes.
with the Freya being able to be on par with what they have to offer, they really have to be more cautious in terms of engaging team fights.
5-1-0 on the Freya, Miss Pachi. And not to mention on the fact that members here of Team Sadistic Gods is not letting up in terms of fight. I'm just really heartfelt when it comes to this Lunox, as we keep on mentioning that even the brilliance might not be enough to save her, right?
Yes.
There's been instances where she was able to land some brilliance, but again, the link gets caught up. And
Tempest Blaze with the penalty zone here, and the last Insanity to finish them all off is just the good recipe. But the Cho here will be using the Way of the Dragon to get a bit of a compensation on his own. But that was 3 members to 1. And the Selena will be getting an arrow for that kill too. And this is, we're starting to see how SINAG really dominates this middle side.
And Pachi, the problem here is for that part, it was of Sadistic Gods that initiated it, right? So they're very much willing to take fights like this. But the problem is, it feels like on a 5v5 head-on, it is going to be SINAG Pilipinas that will step up. That is a very easy burst. They're coming in from Tiki. Another arrow to layer here towards Dash.
Yes. Okay, and then the bouncing ball will be used, and his ult to go to that turret, but it's not enough because he, actually caught the not squishy heroes of SINAG, and this leaves all the more space for them to actually control the map. And like what you said, we did see that Sadistic Gods were the ones initiating the fight, but it's if you notice, it's a bit of a lackluster because we are now seeing the inefficiency of the Luno.
Indeed. All right. So let us observe again. There is one turret that was taken here by the Sadistic God squad, but
Turtle resurrecting soon.
it cannot be sugarcoated that this is starting to become a one-sided game, or probably it has already started and it's about to get concluded, and that's all in favor of SINAG Pilipinas. They need to be very careful about those arrows. For the most part, not sure, but they're really playing around Tiki Sands for the most time. I mean, the members here of SINAG Pilipinas, despite here not having a free opening to really engage Sadistic Gods, they have an idea of where they can come from. All facets, all hosts going towards the Lord are covered here in protection, in scout, and even using a tank. And that's not a Lord, sorry, but that is the turtle, right? So that's how early this lead is established. We are still yet into a turtle timer with the Lunox. Gotta pick up like that.
And speaking of idea, we've already noticed that throughout this game, it's always into the blue buff that the engagements are really happening at. It means that SINAG Pilipinas has an idea that anytime soon, one or two of the members from Sadistic Gods will be going and getting the attempt to take it.
Yep, and they're gonna be willing to take the fight there. They're gonna be willing to take the fight there because they know. I mean, if you are ahead, you just need to further it, and that's what they are doing. Not much objective on the map. There's only just one turret outside the base here of Sadistic Gods. 75 seconds going into the first Lord timer. So we gonna be seeing the X-Borg ushering the minion wave down to the bottom lane. Whereas just with Solo, Tiki, and Koray alone, they're cornering members here of Sadistic Gods inside their inhibitor.
Basically, this is just patience game for the side of SINAG Pilipinas. Look at the map control that they possess right now, and Dash really needs to pull off a good fight. But again, look at that arrow. Really swiftly, Tempest Blades will be used with all over damage, plus the glorious pathway for mobility. And unfortunately, that knock-up was not enough to pick off the members of SINAG Pilipinas. And like what I said, this is just really patience. They just will be waiting for Sadistic Gods to just either go in or be captured by the arrows.
Yes, the good part here for Sadistic Gods is not yet over. No inhibitor turret was pushed by SINAG Pilipinas, but SINAG Pilipinas is the option now to reset. I'm not so sure if there is enough freedom for Sadistic Gods to actually pull back of their own base. Denver here taking some attention because we have a few timer left. 12 seconds that is into that Lord.
Which is the essential, go-to for each and any off-laners to just really divert the attention, really bait themselves out, really forces Sadistic Gods specifically to use their ults, use their kits, so that when it comes to the Lord take, it's going to be a pretty easy, pick-off or a team clash for the side of SINAG.
Well, let's see here. The Lord take is already started. We got the Ling, X-Borg, Denver, and Cronus here focusing on that part. And again, the combination of Solo, Tiki, and Koray just guarding up all entrances. And look at Cronus, how he easily backs up. The fight will break out. Or maybe that? Yep.
Ooh, okay, forces seems to flicker, but the arrow he will be getting once more, plus with the penalty zone. And look at the damage all throughout. Wave of the Dragon is not going to be enough to really initiate the fight. And the Terizla here just really hammering the butts of Sadistic Gods. And even though that they were low on health, it's okay because they managed to pick off 4 members of the blue side.
Yes, and that's a shutdown kill. That's a shutdown kill against Judge, against the winged armored Ray of Hope here for the side of Sadistic Gods. And look at Cronus is just cleaning up. But he got speared in by Popol, ladies and gentlemen. Now got pinned here. Denver that is as Dash bounces in front of the base, ladies and gentlemen. He will last insanity his way out. Gets to be chased by Dash. He would have to back out. I just want to mention earlier, Pachi, that the fight has been nice for the side of SINAG Pilipinas, but there was a nice play done in by Jeps. Was able to pick up Tiki, actually. Got knocked up on that Selena earlier and at least complete the burst, making it more awkward for SINAG Pilipinas to commit to that first dive attempt on that bottom lane.
Plus, you can see the greedy play that the Ling demonstrated earlier.
Yeah.
So, if ever so that Sadistic Gods can really take advantage of that greediness, they could still really turn the tables around. I mean, okay, for now we are seeing that it's really on the side of SINAG. But I think it's just one miracle fight for them to actually, try to compensate for the losses that they have. But unfortunately, with the last insanity there, takes one out for the side of SADISTIC gods. And this is just going all throughout with the Lunox gone, with the Kufra gone. They don't have much engagement to happen right here. This forces them to back away. Glorious Path, they will be using the Flicker and to actually stun him into the boot, and the lane just goes for the cleanup. And I guess this is game number 1 for the side of SINAG. Really aggressive plays back here.
Yeah, totally aggressive plays. A few picks here and there, but the base would be the main priority. Gives them game 1, indeed. SINAG Pilipinas.
See, I really like the name because it kind of, really